All right, next up, let's take a look at TimerTools. So an easy way to find TimerTools is just go to your little search bar here and start typing TimerTools. And here we found it. We will click into TimerTools and notice when you go to TimerTools, it brings you to a little mini home page. And on that home page, you will find 20 different timers, all for different purposes. You can roll over the little timers. It will give you a little description. You can click into them, and they're pretty self-explanatory. But let's go ahead and we're going to take a peek at the Hourglass timer, and I'm going to favorite that. Notice what happens when I favorite it. It jumps it into this favorites box over here. And we're going to also take a peek at, let's look at the pair timer, brand new timer that we created for KaganTools. Notice also when you put timers in favorites, if you jump over to the hamburger menu, TimerTools you find down here in Tools. These categories here represent the same categories that you'll find over here, kind of a quick and easy way to find, okay, if I'm looking for my stopwatches, they'll be in this stopwatch group. But if you favorited some timers over here and see how we favorited the Hourglass and the pair timer, let's click in here, the Hourglass and the pair timer. So just kind of a little quick navigation tip to get you to some of your favorite timers. You can click on here to get into the timer, or we're going to close this hamburger menu, or just click it here off this little mini home page. If you notice here, this is the set page for the Hourglass timer. And let's say we wanted to do a 3-minute timer. So you can click on here and type in the number 3, and it will be a 3-minute timer. That's one way to set the time. Another way to set the time is to use the up or down buttons. So this will set the minutes. This side over here will set the seconds. So kind of a quick, easy way to do that. I'm going to change that to 3:30 really quickly. The other way is this little preset. So we made a big group of presets for frequently used timing increments. So let's say, you know what, let's go with a 30-second timer. And then the last thing I'm going to mention about some of the timers for setup here is notice how there's a sand color little swatch here. You can click on this little swatch and say, ooh, I don't want red, I want this strawberry color here. And let's go ahead and close my color menu. But you can feel free to pick any color that you want, and when you start playing with themes, you'll see why you may want to change some of those colors here. Last little thing I'll mention is you can always clear that out if you want a quick, easy access to put something else in there, or let's go back to our presets. So let's go ahead and hit start. And notice here, this is kind of just the traditional digital countdown. You got the nice big timer here that shows time elapsing with the sand going. We can pause it at any point. You could reset it here to whatever your last set time was. You can restart it. And let's go ahead and pause. And if you go back, it'll take you back to the set state, and it will remember what your last used timer is in case you wanted to just use that same timer again. We're going to do this just so you can see the alarm. We're going to set a quick little 5-second timer and hit start. Watch the time go real quickly. And at the end of every timer, you'll get a little alarm screen indicating that time is up. All right, let's take another peek at another little timer that we have here. So we also favorited, if you recall, the pair timer. So it looks pretty similar to the set state of the Hourglass timer, and you can set your times the same ways with using the up-down buttons. Or we have some presets in here. Okay, so another feature of the pair timer is it picks whose turn it is. So notice here, this is representative of partner A. This is representative of partner B when students are in pairs. Right now it's set to partner A is going to start. You can flip it to random. We don't know which partner is going to start, but randomly it's going to pick partner A or partner B, or partner B is going to start here. And you have a choice of setting it in round single. So if you're just doing one round where every partner gets, or each partner gets 30 seconds each, or continuous, it will just keep on going until you manually stop it. So it will be 30 seconds for partner A, 30 seconds for partner B, 30 seconds for partner A, and so on. But let's go ahead and do a single. We'll set a real quick time here, 5 seconds. And also this one gives us the ability to set our little progress bar. And let's do this nice dark blue for whatever reason. Close this window and go ahead and hit start. And I'm going to pause it real quick so we can see what's going on. All right, so we set it for 5 seconds. It's counting down the 5 seconds. We chose partner B, and you also have a little visual countdown here. And when partner B's turn is done, of course, you probably wouldn't really set it for 5 seconds. That's probably too quick for anything. When partner B's turn is done, it'll do a little, I'm going to hit, oops, reset. It'll do a little alarm, and then it will say the next partner turn is up. And you also have a little note up here that just says, ooh, is for a single timer for 5 seconds each. Just a little reminder for you. And let's go back, and I'll show you one more fun thing about the pair timer. You could set it to random. We're going to do single. We're going to keep it at 5 seconds, just as a little demo. Hit start and pause. If you saw that little animation there, it just randomly picks who goes first. And in this case, it shows partner A goes first. And partner A, for example, might have 30 seconds to share, and then partner B has 30 seconds to share. So that is the pair timer. So let's go back and notice you can go back and forth between your timers that you just used. I can go use my little browser back and forth buttons. I can use my little hamburger menu if I wanted to go back to the TimerTools homepage to look at all of them. So we have turn timers, and these are all ways to have time turns for students in pairs or in teams usually. We have countdown timers, so different visual ways to show time elapsing, clocks and alarms, and stopwatches. So that's just a quick preview of TimerTools.